And today, I want to talk about something that most doctors never explain properly: what really happens to your body when you age, and how self-pleasure, when done the wrong way, can silently affect your physical and emotional health. You've been told it's natural, harmless, even healthy. And that's true, but only if you understand how your body changes after 60. Because the truth is, the way you treat yourself now can either help preserve your circulation, protect your prostate, and reignite your confidence, or quietly take those things away. So stay with me. Because today, I'm revealing 5 masturbation secrets older men wish they had known sooner. And the last one, secret number 5, could completely change how you age, connect, and feel for the rest of your life. Before we begin, please do me one small favor. Tap that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another honest, age-specific health tip made for men like you. And tell me in the comments, where are you watching from? I love seeing our community of strong, wise men from all around the world. Now, let's start with secret number 1, and this one may change the way you see yourself forever. Secret number 1, your erection is no longer the whole story, and that's okay. I remember a patient, 72 years old, who sat down and said, "Doc, I can't do what I used to. Does that mean I'm no longer a man?" That question broke my heart because I've heard it hundreds of times. Many men reach their 60s or 70s and quietly panic. Things don't feel as firm or as fast or as reliable as before. And they assume it means their masculinity is fading. But here's the truth I wish every man over 60 knew. Your erection is no longer the whole story, and that's not failure. That's evolution. As we age, our bodies shift. Blood flow slows. Hormones fluctuate. Nerves take longer to respond. What used to be automatic now takes patience and awareness. But this doesn't mean you're broken. It means your body is asking you to adapt. The world you grew up in praised performance, not presence. It equated manhood with stamina, not connection. No one told you that pleasure, affection, and emotional closeness mattered just as much, sometimes more. I've seen men rediscover intimacy not by chasing what they lost, but by embracing what changed. You can still experience release, satisfaction, and emotional intimacy even without the full response you had at 25. Because orgasm and erection are not the same thing. So stop measuring your worth by rigidity. Start measuring it by connection to yourself and to your partner. When you stop chasing what was and start exploring what is, you rediscover your humanity, your peace, and your confidence. That's why this first secret matters so deeply. You're still whole, still worthy, still capable of pleasure. You just need to meet your body where it is, not where it used to be. Secret number 2, masturbation isn't just physical, it's emotional and neurological. Let me tell you about Howard, a retired veteran in his late 70s. He came to see me and said, "Doc, I just don't feel anything anymore, not just sexually, but in general." At first, he thought it was physical. But as we talked, I realized his habits had quietly turned into something else. He wasn't touching himself out of desire, he was doing it out of habit, even sadness. For years, it had become his way of managing loneliness and stress. He didn't even notice it happening. He was trying to feel something in a life that had grown quiet. That day, I realized something powerful. For older men, masturbation is not just about sex. It's about emotion, memory, and connection to self. Here's the biology. When you reach orgasm, your body releases powerful chemicals, dopamine, serotonin, and oxytocin. These chemicals lift your mood, improve sleep, and reduce anxiety. For men living alone, that small release can actually be therapeutic. It keeps your nervous system balanced. But there's a catch. When you do it mindlessly, without awareness, it becomes hollow. The act remains, but the meaning fades. That's what happened to Howard. He was going through the motions, but his heart wasn't in it. This is the emotional trap many men fall into. They don't realize their body is still searching for comfort, not just pleasure. So here's my advice. Don't do it to escape yourself. Do it to reconnect. Be present, breathe, feel. Let it be slow, intentional. Turn it into a way to care for your nervous system, not just your body. That's how it becomes healing, not draining. And if that surprised you, what comes next might shock you. Because what happens when you don't touch yourself at all might actually do more harm than good. Secret number 3, The use it or lose it rule is real but misunderstood. I'll never forget Roy, a widower in his 70s who came into my clinic. He looked defeated. I finally met someone, he said, but my body, it doesn't work anymore. He thought it was broken. He thought he was too old. But it wasn't dysfunction, it was disuse. Here's something no one tells older men. Your sexual function doesn't vanish because of age alone. It fades because your body stops getting the signals it needs to stay alive. Just like muscles weaken when you stop moving them, the blood vessels and nerve endings in your penis weaken when they're not stimulated. Without use, circulation slows, elasticity fades, and sensitivity dulls. This is called penile atrophy, and it's far more common than most men realize. But here's the hopeful part, it's reversible. When Roy began gentle, consistent self-stimulation, not pressured, just patient, his circulation improved, his sensitivity returned, his confidence came back. It took time, but his body remembered, because your body wants to respond. It's waiting for your attention. So if you've been distant from that part of yourself, start reconnecting slowly, kindly, without guilt. You're not being indulgent, you're keeping a vital part of your health alive. But on the flip side, some men go too far in the opposite direction. They stay sexually active, but in a way that rewires their brain in harmful ways. That brings us to a hard truth many older men overlook. Secret number 4, porn may be quietly rewiring your brain and dulling your desire. A man named Ernest, 68, came to see me one night. He said, "Doc, I still touch myself, but I feel disconnected. Nothing really reaches me anymore." He thought it was just aging. But what we discovered was something deeper and more modern. Ernest had been using porn for years as his main source of stimulation, and slowly, it had begun to rewire his brain. Here's the biology. Porn floods your brain with dopamine, the same chemical that drives addiction. It trains your brain to crave novelty, constant new images, faster gratification, more intensity. Over time, your reward system stops responding to normal touch, real connection, or even your imagination. It becomes numb to reality. For older men, this is especially damaging because the brain becomes less flexible with age. When you overstimulate it with artificial reward, it loses sensitivity to natural pleasure. The result? You crave stimulation, but nothing satisfies. You feel detached from your body, your partner, even your own emotions. That's what happened to Ernest. He told me it felt like being alive, but not really living. So we worked together to step away from the screen slowly, with compassion. And within weeks, his body started to respond again. His imagination returned. His desire felt real, not digital. If you take one thing from this secret, let it be this. Porn doesn't make you more sexual, it makes you less sensitive to real sexuality. Replace it with presence. Touch, breath, emotion. Those are your natural stimulants now. And they'll serve you far longer than any video ever could. Now, let's bring all of this home with one final truth that ties everything together. Secret number 5. Masturbation can be a lifeline, not a liability. One of my most memorable patients was Walter, a 75-year-old man who asked me gently, "Doctor, is it still okay to touch myself at this age?" He said it like a confession, not a question, as if he was doing something shameful. I looked him in the eye and said, "Walter, not only is it okay, it might be one of the most important things you can still do for your health. Here's why. Masturbation, when done mindfully, helps maintain circulation in your pelvic area. It keeps your prostate healthy by helping fluids flow and reducing stagnation. It boosts mood through endorphins and oxytocin. It improves sleep. And most importantly, it reminds you that you're still alive, still human, still capable of pleasure and connection." After his wife passed, Walter stopped for nearly 6 years. He said, "I thought it was inappropriate. I thought that part of me was gone." But when he began reconnecting with himself slowly, respectfully, his spirit lifted. He smiled more, slept better. He wasn't chasing youth. He was reclaiming dignity. That's what self-pleasure can become at your age. Not an escape, but a return. A return to your identity, your energy, your worth. If you're wondering where to begin, here's what I tell my patients. Start slow. Once or twice a week is enough. Let your body relearn comfort and sensitivity. Stay hydrated and active. Circulation is everything. Even walking helps your blood flow. Skip the porn. Use imagination or mindfulness instead. Breathe deeply. Oxygen and awareness make stimulation more satisfying and healthy. End with calm. Don't rush to climax. Enjoy the process. You're not proving anything. If you're watching this and thinking, it's too late for me, please hear me clearly. It's not. I've helped men in their 60s, 70s, even 80s rediscover sensation, joy, and confidence. Age doesn't erase your sexuality, it matures it. Your body still wants to feel, your heart still wants to connect, and your spirit still deserves to be honored. You are not broken. You are not finished. You are still a man, just a wiser, gentler, more powerful version of one. So as we wrap up, remember these 5 truths. Your erection is not your identity. Your emotions matter as much as your biology. Use keeps your body alive. Porn numbs what's real. And mindful self-pleasure can keep you connected to your health, your peace, and your dignity. If this message spoke to you, leave a comment below and tell me, which of these 5 secrets hit home the most? And if you're ready to keep learning how to age with confidence, purpose, and strength,